You sit down to write an IELTS essay. You understand the question, you've got the vocabulary, and your grammar is ready to go. But after writing just one or two sentences, you completely run out of ideas. Out comes the eraser, or worse, you rip out the page, crumple it up, and start over. No matter how many times you rewrite it, you hate it. The result? Your essay is too short, your ideas are underdeveloped, and your score stuck at a band 5. Sound familiar? You are definitely not alone. Millions of students struggle with idea development. But today I'm going to show you a simple technique that'll take you from a blank page to a perfectly structured band 7 paragraph in less than 2 minutes. Let's get into it. Many students tell me, "Teacher, I just don't know what to write. I have no ideas." But want to know a secret? In most cases, the real problem isn't your ideas, your grammar, or your vocabulary. The real problem is fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of writing something wrong. Fear that your thoughts aren't good enough. Here is what you need to remember. You don't need brilliant ideas to get a high IELTS score. You just need to develop simple ideas clearly. The examiner isn't judging whether your thought is amazing. They are judging whether you can explain it. So, stop waiting for the perfect idea. Instead, let's learn how to make an ordinary idea sound great. Take a look at this quote by the American writer William Stafford. He said, "One thing that helps is to give myself permission to write badly." Let's think about it for a couple of seconds. And he's not alone. The legendary Mark Twain offered some similar advice. He said, "Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words." Takeaway here: when you are just starting out, don't worry about being perfect. Just get your ideas down. Just get the words down. Let's look at an example written by an IELTS student. "I like living in the city because it is convenient." Is this sentence wrong? No, the grammar is correct. The vocabulary is fine. But there is a problem. The idea stops too quickly. The reader wants more information. Why is it convenient? How is it convenient? Can you give an example? This is exactly what many students do in IELTS writing. Now, let's improve the answer by adding a supporting sentence. "I like living in the city because it is convenient. Everything is nearby, such as restaurants, shopping centers, and public transport." Notice what happened. We didn't change the main idea. We simply explained it. The second sentence answered the question, why is it convenient? This immediately makes the answer clearer and more developed. Now let's take a step further and make this even stronger. Watch what happens when we add this next sentence. For example, I can walk to a supermarket in 5 minutes and take a bus to work. Suddenly, we are bringing in more information. The core idea becomes crystal clear because you can see every piece of information in the second and third sentence supports the main idea, convenient. Let's read the whole thing together. I like living in the city because it is convenient. Everything is nearby, such as restaurants, shopping centers, and public transport. For example, I can walk to a supermarket in 5 minutes and take a bus to work. Can you see the difference? You don't need a brilliant, complex idea to score highly. You just need to develop it clearly. That's the secret to giving the examiners exactly what they want. So, how do we actually do this? It's simple. First, we state the idea. Second, we explain it. And third, we give an example. Put those together and you get the SEE technique. State, explain, and example. It's your formula for a perfect paragraph. Now it's your turn to try the SEE technique. Here is a sentence for you to practice developing ideas. Online learning is beneficial because it provides greater flexibility for students. First, add your explanation. Ask yourself, why is online learning beneficial? And how exactly does it provide greater flexibility? Next, back it up with an example. What's a real life scenario that proves your point? Pause the video right here, draft your full SE paragraph and drop it in the comments below. I'll be checking them out. If this technique is useful, I'll be sharing more in the future. Thanks for watching.